Radioddity has a new-ish DMR HT, the GD-AT10G. It is a mono-band DMR HT. Looks a lot like an Anytone, and we're going to talk about it today.
Shut up and sit down.
Ham Radio 2.0 reviews, news, and how-tos of things that are new in amateur radio. Guys, this is a fairly new radio from Radioddity. It's been out for a few months. It came out around the same time. It came out shortly before the Anytone D868 dual-band HT was released. And when it released, it was $169.99, $170 basically, which is what it sells for today. And I thought, well, that's not a very good price for a monoband HT because the D868, which has less features but is dual band than this radio, has come out. And when I told Radioddity that, they're like, yeah, but that radio is about to be discontinued. So guess what? Hats off to Radioddity for having their finger on the pulse of the radio world, because I didn't even know at the time that that radio was about to be discontinued. Today, at the time of this recording, the only HT that Anytone has in production is their D878 UV2 Plus, which is a fantastic HT. Probably my favorite dual-band DMR HT in existence right now, but it sells for $299. I'll put a link below for that radio in the description. So check that out if you want a true full-featured dual-band HT. If your primary concern is hotspots and repeaters, which if you're on DMR, generally speaking, that's what you're going to be on. 90% of the repeaters in the USA and North America are UHF repeaters for DMR. And most of your hotspots these days are either dual band, which means they'll do 440, or they're monoband 440. There's very few VHF-only hotspots. They do exist, but this day and age, most of your newer hotspots are going to be dual band, so they'll take 2 meters or 440, not at the same time, but one or the other. So if your primary use for this HT is going to be DMR and not so much analog, this might be a great option for you. It comes in at 10 watts and it holds 200,000 DMR contacts. Now, the Dmr Database recently surpassed 200,000 contacts, and the 878 UV2 Plus, the latest model of HT, only holds 300,000 contacts. So you can get the entire database in the Anytone radio. But if you just want to load your country, just want to load North America or something like that, this would hold all of that. It's going to save you about $130. It does have APRS, although it's only on UHF. It does do send and receive APRS, UHF only. That does exist. There are people who build digipeaters and iGates for APRS on UHF. They are just much fewer and farther between than the standard VHF ones on 144.390. So this HT is good for the person that wants to get into DMR, wants to use a hotspot, has only 440 repeaters near them, which 90% of them are, doesn't really care much about the dual band feature because most dual band DMR radios are used only for analog on the VHF side. And if you just kind of want to get into DMR and have one of the best HTs out there, which is based on the Anytone design, this might be a great choice for you. So let's take a look at the screen. Let's see what it looks like, and let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so here we have the radio. Plastic is still on the screen. I'm not going to do an unboxing. Comes with a desk cradle. It comes with a battery belt clip. It's got a pretty good battery on it. It comes with a regular program cable for Kenwood K connector to standard non-prolific chip cable right there. The battery itself is 3,100 milliamp hours. Hopefully you can see that. Let's zoom down on this a bit. There we go. There's a battery, 3,100 milliamp hours. It's got a good thickness to it. Like that. When you boot the radio up, it comes up with the Radioddity logo. Just like that. Of course, you can change that in the software. Pretty easy. And then it's got all the Vfo features of the standard Anytone radio. It's got, this button changes between top band and bottom band. This P2 button changes from memory channel zone 1 to VFO, VFO A, VFO B on the bottom. Of course, these two buttons are programmable also. This is all programmable in the software. Backlight goes off really quick. That's changeable as well. If I go into the menu here, it has your standard menus in it right there. And there's the APRS menu, upload type. You can do analog or digital. Analog APRS has all these settings here. PTT upload, upload power, upload wide narrow, frequency. Of course, it's going to be 440. You can't upload on 144.39. Signal path and all this other kind of good stuff. I'm working on an APRS video for the Anytone radio. It might be fun to do this if I have a digipeater nearby. I might try to build a digipeater one of these days. Actually, I know a guy locally who has a digipeater on 220. So you can technically build a digipeater or an iGate or whatever for APRS on any frequency you want. Just the most common one is on 2 meters, 144.39. So we can go in here and we can change the channel. All these sets in here. I already put all this in here. This is my currently set to my home repeater. Just like that. And we can go to talk group, and I just put one talk group in. I did all this manually. I haven't even plugged it into the computer. Right there, there's my talk group list. Contact 1 was there. I just put Texas statewide there. Select, just like that. And now when I key this up, you guys are going to hear this in the microphone, I'm sure. KC5 HWB testing on Texas statewide. KC5 HWB testing on Texas statewide. Testing out a new radio, just kind of seeing what it sounds like. KC5 HWB. Got myself in the net watch there, so that's all good. I don't have any contacts in here. I have one channel. That's it.
KC5 HWB, W5 VOM. Sounds good, Jason.
There's Bill. Okay. Okay, Bill. Good deal. Thank you very much for coming back. I appreciate the response, and we'll talk at you later. KC5 HWB. So there you go. There you go, right there. It. In fact, I think I should turn the volume, the power down, because I think I was getting some RFI in the. Just because the power is getting the RFI in the.
W5 VOM. Sounds good.
Roger, Bill. Tried to come back to you. I think I was not hitting the repeater that last time. So appreciate you coming back to me. Sounding good down there. And thanks a lot. KC5 HWB. I keyed the radio up, and it disconnected my webcam over there.
Jason. Talk with you later. Take care. W5 VOM.
Okay, so there you go. So I programmed all of that by hand. I programmed the talk group number, the talk group name and number. I programmed the channel frequency, receive and transmit frequency, the power. Obviously, I turned the power down to medium just there. I programmed the color code, and I just put it in VFO. I could save it into memory if I wanted to. And all of that's by hand. So all of the cool VFO features that are part of the Anytone are included in this radio. Really, and it does 10 watts on high power. Okay. Really, the only drawback to this radio is the fact that it's monoband. Okay. But like I said, it's $130 cheaper than it's the only Anytone that's currently in production at the time of this recording. So, and when a new Anytone HT comes out, it's going to be more, because there's been 3 or 4 models out, and each newer one increases in price, but also increases in features. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. So if you want a radio that's not $300, that has all the features of the Anytone models, and has a great screen, great color screen, holds a lot of contacts, is easy to program. You could probably even move the code plug from your Anytone or from your friend's Anytone to this radio, either with the actual, the native software, or perhaps with the N0 GSG contact manager by export-import through the CSV function. I haven't tried that yet. If someone's tried that, put a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. But, you know, for almost half the price, if you're only going to use it on DMR, and your hotspots at least 440, if not dual band, and the repeaters around you are probably UHF, this might be a great option for you. It's not going to be for everybody, but it will certainly fit the bill if 95% of what you want to do on your HT is UHF DMR. So it will do analog UHF also. But like I said, most of your DMR stuff is UHF. and the stuff that's those hotspots are dual band, but UHF works just fine on those. So be sure to check the Radioddity website. Check the link in the description below because I have a $15 off coupon of any purchase $65 or greater. Okay, so this is a $169 radio. You can get $15 off of that price with the coupon code in the description below. What do you think about this radio? Do you have one already? Because it's been out for a little while. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. 73 guys, thanks for watching. Ham Radio 2.0 review.